Greetings, everyone. At a time in the world when the world feels uncertain, clarity, right, gives us the ability to take or require, if we insist on doing it, the opportunity to look a lot deeper. I'm going to elaborate on that as the video I just watched with encouraging words from a family member, not to call any names like I did about 2 or 3 days ago, when it comes to, addressing concerns about what everybody is concerned about with the uncertainty within the world right now. Divine consciousness deals with the mind. And the mind, when you close your eyes, you can't touch thoughts. Thoughts are not tangible. Therefore, since your mind is, quote unquote, in the words of Yanun, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, His Excellency, that is an archangel, high priest, earth angel, supreme being, Elohim Anunnaki, that came here as my family member, literally my equal soulmate, twin flame counterpart. I'm the female version of that angelic being, the female Christ. Rabboni Yeshua, Rabboni, Rebboni, sometimes Y. My name in the phonetics of Rabboni sounds like, when you replace the A, ebony. My birth name is Ebony. So that also is within the English language very magical, called word magic, or having to do with hierarchy that can uncode or decode the English language, as infamously known by us hierarchy as the devil's language, a double-edged sword. If you replace Rabboni, Rabb, it means master. And if you put Rebboni, it sounds like a rebel that I am against leadership that has nothing to do with divine order. Anyone trying to usurp using war does not use the fundamentals of living life good. There is also a way to solve problems called counseling or recounseling or reasoning, to come together with the meeting of the minds, that we do not resort to a massive loss of life where we need to contemplate it that much. We are adults, therefore there's always a way out of no way to put our egos, aggression, or forcefulness to desire whatever outcome that we want or desire to manifest without the use of a massive loss of life. Anyone who's worried to that extent about the affairs of the world, think about it like this: the prayer of serenity. Every unique individual honoring the ability to choose, called willpower, that no one puts literally a gun to another's head to make them do respectfully shit. When you take matters like that into your own hand, that's the infamous quote of playing God. Everybody, according to God's law, has something called, in God's law, the golden rule and karma. If you don't conduct yourselves with a code of conduct, that you can't play God. Why? Because it gives a karmic debt. Now, this is no more fundamental, as we learn from children. We're not made in life by God being creations of his children, procreated from his essence, if you think of him only as a man, understandably, because there are in creation women and men, that men can't give birth to a child. That biologically in science makes women more of a complex in creation, in design, and in power. That men cannot be made without us women. So God, if I think about it fundamentally, is not going to only consider himself as solely a man. He would have to be androgynous, not androgynous. He's not a drag queen. He would have to be equally male and equally female. That's called ambiguity. If you all don't know who God is, God does talk to his highly favored, hand-selected, chosen few. Those are the hierarchy privilege that are privileged as highly chosen souls seasoned to do divine works in honor of a supremeness. Therefore, what I'm trying to get at, that I'm going to state outright, God is female, male. Female. In honor of the spelling of M-A-L-E. Listen, M-A at itself sounds like ma, M-A-L-E. When you flip the L and E, L itself sounds like E-L. L, the letter L means L, Elo, Elohim, Elohim. So that means God, M-A, ma, means male, to conform, listen, to decode, listen, to regress, listen, where this world, listen, is male dominated, listen. So we can't address the majority, as I'm doing, without acknowledging males first. In heaven, our doctrine or darktrin is made from me, the womb, the consciousness, my mind, blackness. I'm the manifested forgotten mother. That I don't babysit adults. There was a great sabotage to keep me woke. So I fully woke up by maniac, narcissistic nuts that are jealous and envious still to this date, that wants, with their choosing, to be ignorant haters anyway, as their testament that they were the ones that sabotaged that I don't babysit adults. My energetic signature within unlocked my ability once I was trained in isolation in the privacy of my private business. Now that I'm fully woke, to tell you I am that key, even though you're able to see me. The air we breathe is God. So my energy signature within my vessel unlocked my ability to access outside of me. Darkness within, my soul is dark, and the darkness outside of my skin. Literally, the environment. So I am that powerful one that you can't let your two eyes fool you by my testament, educating you that if you want to learn more, you have to study from within you, son. And door to hers, daughters. When you say it fast, daughters. Door to hers. H-E-R. That males are pretty much the evolutionary females. And I can tell that story accurately, as I fully have a lot more knowledge than I'd like to share, because it's only for those privileged that earn it. Emotional intelligence is the schooling now to use logic and reason to put aside that your emotions are subjective to your own personal perception, perceptiveness, and your point of view of how you perceive reality because of who you are, your upbringing, what you've endured, what you honored, what's important to you. It's all subjective. But the masses, when it comes to appealing to them, they only want truth. That's more of a generalistic stance mentally to appeal to everybody. But you can't argue facts. There's no arguing of truth, because truth is truth. This is my cabinet, my vent, a female male energetically. This is my pajama set. You understand? You can't argue, well, it's just a shirt and it's kind of semi-long sleeve, right? And it has pants. It's like high waters with your slippers.